see.
It's a nice house.
Thanks. Just a lonely little rich girl. Come here. I'll show you the balcony.
So you live all alone out here?
All alone. Here, let me get us something to drink. Good morning, detective.
Good morning, Ms. Stanton. Any news?
Yes, actually. Dane was murdered on Moonlight Avenue. Stabbed in the chest, bled to death. Darling thing didn't have a chance.
Suspect?
Only one, sir. A Mr. Adam Cochran. He's down at the station right now.
You mean they already caught him?
Well, no, not technically. He went back to his apartment. He didn't run for it. He turned himself in.
Well, then maybe you didn't do it.
Oh, I doubt that. His fingerprints are all over the murder weapon.
This case was already beginning to baffle me. A man commits a murder, but then turns himself in. It doesn't make sense. Then again, neither does my wife half the time. This one is gonna be a tough case. Not as all as it appears. I can see that right now. I'm Sly McGavin. Don't let the cramped office fool you. I'm the best detective you'll find in these parts. I've seen hard times in this job, and this is no exception. It's times like these I trust my magnums. One's in my pocket, and I keep it loaded. The other's in my drawer, and it keeps me loaded. One step at a time, Sly.
ID the body, a Mrs. Jane Edwards, wife of...
Jonathan Edwards, the millionaire with 16% stock share of the paper company. Very good work.
Well, it looks like you had quite a night, Mr. Cochran.
Yeah, look, I've just come to set things straight. I didn't kill anyone.
We'll see about that. How did you meet Mrs. Edwards?
Who?
Mrs. Edwards, the woman you are being accused of murdering?
Mrs. So she was married.
You didn't even know she was married and you were all alone with her?
Oh, for crying out loud, detective, don't be so naive.
Smart move. Now you are up for murder.
And what a shame. She died before anything interesting could happen. You've got a ring on your finger. Your wife any good?
Hey, you're not helping your case here, so I suggest you quit mouthing off and start cooperating with me. Damn. This guy was digging himself a deeper hole by the minute. Still, as bitter as he was, I believed him. It doesn't make sense to turn yourself in, even for the benefit of a reduced punishment. Now, you didn't answer my question. Where did you meet Mrs. Edwards?
Probably at a bar.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. We went to several places that night, and I went to several before that. I'm not sure which one.
So why did you turn yourself in?
I told you to clear my name, and so I can get back to writing.
Writing?
Writing. I'm an author. Yep. I sit in my house and I write. Stay away from the rest of the world. You know, it doesn't seem as bad when you don't feel like you're a part of it. But now you know, every now and then, I like to go out, get drunk, meet some desperate broad and call it a night.
So, you were drunk?
Yeah, but she was probably drunker than I was. I mean, I had to drive us back to her place. When I did see the body though, I ran. But now I'm here. Mental oblivion is all you have left. But now that doesn't even work for me.
That still doesn't answer my question.
I did not kill her. I walked into the room, she was on the floor, and I left.
Honey, what's going on?
Not much, just another murder.
Oh my god, who?
You know that millionaire Jonathan Edwards?
Yes, he was killed?
No, his wife was.
Are there any suspects?
Just one. I really shouldn't tell you this though. Mr. Adam Cochran.
No, that can't be.
Why not?
Well, he's my brother.
And just when I thought this couldn't get any more confusing, my own brother-in-law, who I've never met, is involved in my case. Well, look, I'll try and help him out, but the odds are against him. All the evidence points right at him. Why haven't I heard of him before?
He kind of split from the family. He was having some serious issues. I know he's troubled, but I haven't heard from him in years. And I know he wouldn't kill anyone.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll talk about this later. I gotta straighten this out. So, where does Mr. Edwards play into all of this?
Hello, Detective. I was wondering when I'd be able to meet you.
Good day, Mr. Edwards. I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you. By the way, this is my secretary, Mrs. Davenport.
Impressive business you have here.
Thank you. Best paper manufacturing company this side of the Mississippi. Welcome. So what can I do for you?
Just some simple questions about you and your wife. But I am surprised to see you here.
Helps me ignore the facts.
Indeed. Where were you the night your wife passed?
Yes. Well, I was on a business trip. As I am majority shareholder, I travel around the world trying to convince people to use our products.
Where did you travel?
Bora Bora.
Can anyone confirm that?
Well, actually, no. I called in sick that week.
So no one knew you were gone?
Not a soul.
So you and your wife?
She stayed with me because of the money and the security. When we got married, we had every intention of living a happy, love-filled life. But then things interfered. You'll learn, Mr. McGavin, that once love slips past a certain point, there is no getting it back.
Yes. Well, if you don't have any more pearls of wisdom, I want to know. Were you aware of your wife's involvement and pursuing of other men?
We never really talked about that much. Both went our separate ways. It's getting quite late, and there is a benefit gala tonight that I must attend. So if you'll excuse me, Detective.
Very well. Good day. I'll keep in touch.
Was it the shine from the hex in your eye that had kept me returning your way? The price and style of you, it added up to be something that I could not.
May I join you?
Miss Davenport, what are you doing here at such a late hour?
I left early from the gala. Oh, and call me Diana. It's so much more personal.
I wasn't aware we are on personal terms, Ms. Davenport.
I have something I want to give you. Mr. Edwards lied to you. We went together, and when I found out he lied, I didn't feel like getting caught up in it. I hope that photo assists in your investigation. You know, there are other ways I can assist in your investigation, like a massage or a cup of coffee with extra sugar.
No thank you. What are you trying to tell me?
He lied. Why would he do that? Was he trying to hurt little old me? If he had something to do with his wife's murder, he should be punished. And I would appreciate if I was kept out of this publicly. But we can still have a little cozy late night session if you'd like.
And I'd appreciate if you get off me. I'm married.
So is Jonathan, but we've been having an affair for years. And what about you and Rebecca? You don't have a thing going on?
No. What are you trying to get out of this?
Your assumption. See you around.
Wanted to see me?
Yes, Adam, sit down.
Adam.
Do you know a woman by the name of Susan McGavin?
Should I?
Wow, you have been isolated for that long?
What are you getting at, Detective?
Your sister, Suzanne Cochran, is now Suzanne McGavin. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you guys are related.
This is unbelievable. I'm accused of murder, and now you're telling me that my sister is married to you, the guy who's gonna put me away?
Whoa, I don't want to put you away. I believe you. It turns out there's some information on the woman's husband. I'll look into it for you.
Well, I guess I can appreciate that.
I also think maybe you should take some time and go talk to your sister, whatever needs to be said.
I will. Thank you.
Well, maybe this case can be put together after all. It appears the millionaire lied about his involvement with his secretary. But why go to the ends of having his wife murdered? There were still some pieces to be fit in.
Honey, this is wonderful. You found Adam. He had been gone for so long.
Well, not exactly. There's still some stuff in the case to be worked out, and he's got some stuff to work out on his own.
Right. So what are you thinking?
Well,
Why don't you sit down to eat?
Can't. Millionaire lied. Secretary ratted him out. I think he hired a hitman to kill her so he could be involved with his mistress.
Then she clearly didn't have marriage in mind.
She's not the type.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. There isn't any evidence pointed against them. Your brother's prints are still on the knife, though. I'll be at the office.
Please, Fly. Help Adam.
Good day, sir. Thank you. Honey, I'll leave the mail on the table.
I'll take care of it.
So now I'm being accused for murdering my wife?
I didn't say that. I just need to know why you lied to me in the first place.
Look, I didn't want to let people know about my relationship is all. I like her, but I still care about my wife.
Okay, well right now my brother-in-law is sitting in a cell wondering if he is going to be accused of murder or not.
Well, all the signs point to him. Why shouldn't he?
Miss Davenport is in the interrogation room when you're ready for her.
Thank you. Miss Stanton, I have here the account codes for Mr. Edwards' assets. They've been frozen for now. Check and see if you can find any financial paper trails leading up to his wife's death.
You know, I had a wonderful time last night, Detective.
Let's just get this over with, alright?
Ooh, it makes me hot when you talk tough to me.
Listen to me, or do you care about the possibility of being convicted as an accomplice?
I didn't kill anyone, and neither did Jonathan. He loves me, but he cared about her.
Did you know Jane Edwards?
I saw her at company parties, benefits, pictures. I never talked to her.
How did you get into the position of being Jonathan Edwards' secretary?
I performed the best job interview. I can't remember the position, though.
Miss Davenport, it was a serious question.
And that was a serious answer. Honestly, I was lucky to get the job. And then I fell in love with the man.
Can you explain this to me? Who is she?
Ms. Davenport, Jonathan Edwards' secretary. Look, she came on to me. I couldn't keep her off me.
Apparently.
That's not what this is.
Well, whatever it is, I'll let you be the investigator and figure it out. I can't stay, Sly. I can't be around while all of this is happening. I just have to get away for a while.
You don't have to go.
I can't stay.
You are my sweetest downfall. I loved you first. I loved you first. Beneath
You'll learn,
the
Mr. McGavin,
sheets of
that after love
paper
slips past a certain
lies
point,
my truth.
there really is no getting it back.
I have to go. I have to go.
This case was really screwing things over for me. And whoever took those pictures doesn't want me to have a successful marriage. They're trying to get me sidetracked. And now, I am.
Everyone's favorite detective. What can I do for you?
Did you blackmail me?
No, I'm sorry. I don't have anything to do with these.
Why would anyone want to blackmail me with these pictures?
In all honesty, I don't know. Look, Jonathan's still here.
Well, if I find out that you have anything to do with these, I'll...
Uh-huh. Put me in a little cell. Give me meager rations. Yeah. Goodbye. Anything new on the case for today?
Blackmail. Someone took pictures of Edward's secretary and me. Sent them to my wife. Now my wife left me. Here, just file these. Ms. Davenport.
Why, I checked my mail after I left. And someone sent Jonathan photos too. Who would want to damage my reputation? Or yours, for that matter.
My marriage is already damaged. But who benefits from blackmailing us?
Does it have anything to do with Jonathan's wealth?
Oh, sorry, Sly. Didn't know I was interrupting. Well, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, miss.
The pleasure's all mine, I assure you.
The money! It's all gone!
What?
All of his accounts.
I just saw your assistant in her office. Looked like she was on her way out.
Yeah, wait, where was she going?
Looked like she was in a hurry, though.
Wait, the other night, you called my sister by Rebecca.
And what about you and Rebecca? You don't have a thing going on?
You know her. Where is she going? You know...
I don't know. She just said she was leaving.
It doesn't matter now. She has all the money. All this time, Rebecca was behind it. That dame murdered an innocent woman. And for what? Money. That's what it always comes down to. Everyone is in it to get rich. Rebecca got herself into this mess. No matter what, it's going to turn out bad for the both of us.
Detective, what are you doing here?
You are under arrest for the murder of Jane Edwards.
Fly, you shouldn't have involved yourself in this. You should have just stayed out of it.
So where does Miss Davenport fit into this?
She changed her name. My stupid sister's oblivious to everything. She's supposed to get in with Edwards, but unfortunately for her, she wasn't interested in relationships, just like your brother-in-law.
You killed Mrs. Edwards.
Only because Diana wouldn't take the millionaire away. She needed to be removed. A long-lost brother would be the perfect candidate to set up for murder. Without her in the way, my sister could take her place, and we would all become insanely rich. But then you dropped the solution right in my lap.
Mr. Edwards' bank accounts.
Exactly. But then my sister became a loose end.
So you took the pictures.
Very good, detective. Unfortunately for you, it won't be enough to save you. I've always been the smarter investigator, and now you're in my way.
Next time, lock your windows. You are under arrest for the murder of Jane Edwards. You have the right to remain silent. Anything This one was a tough one. Had to turn in my own partner. I didn't think she had it in her to pull that trigger, but by God, she would have killed me. My wife came back to me. Everything's going great now, and my newly discovered brother-in-law wants to help with my work. Yeah, lots of hard work in this job, but my wife tells me every day, everything will be okay. My name is Sly McGavin, and goodbye.